Well, it is raining outside again, so we are back inside working, and this time our goal is to get some work done on this closet. So first we need to empty it all out, and then our plan is to put tongue and groove on the back wall. We're gonna get those doors assembled together and hung, and then hopefully we'll figure out something with this front plate and then this sidewall too on the outside.
I think this thick black coat's just gonna become yours.
It's doing what?
It's gonna become yours.
Mine? Why is it gonna become mine?
Just don't wear it over my blue one, because it's kind of short, it rides up on me, so it might be better for you.
So we got inside of the closet all cleaned up for the most part. And then we also just had some stuff sitting on top of our tongue and groove over here, so we cleaned most of that off. But before we can start getting some tongue and groove up on this back wall, we have an edge right here that we can nail the boards to, but we don't have an edge on this side. So I need to find like a 2x2 board that just goes all the way from the top to the bottom in that corner. So we're gonna try to find just an extra board that we happen to have that will fit in there out in the greenhouse. I was hoping to get 98. This is only 96 inches, but I think it'll be just fine because it doesn't need to go all the way to the floor. So we are going to use this, which I'm pretty sure is just the other half of one that I cut to go in that same angle, but up in the bedroom loft. So this is why we keep them, because there's always going to be a use. Did we move you?
This one looks fine.
This just got a big, this will be seen, but it can be up in the loft up there, because most of it's still pretty good. And it's on the right side. Got a couple good spots.
Yeah, but fine for the most part.
This one I don't like. Got a big spot here and a nasty spot right there. Oh, this one's cracked a bunch. But that's probably a to get rid of. Yeah, that one's a garbage one. I got a really bad chip out here and their closet. Okay, that should be all that we need then, right? For sure.
Perfect.
Yay! Now we get to measure and cut them all to the exact same length.
Yep. Crazy swooping hair.
Yeah. Hi. So there it all is. I did accidentally cut one extra, and then I have the rest of that board, which is basically the same length as the rest. But that's okay. I'm sure we can use it somewhere else in the house. These are the ones that are just a little bit shorter, and then these are all the rest of them. So we are going to carry them in. These ones get up these ones get put up first, and then the rest of these go on top of them. So I'm going to carry these in first. I will say, with all the rain and snow we've been getting, it is making the trees really pretty today. Heavy, wet snow is sticking, and it's probably my favorite part of winter right here. So this one is definitely the dirtiest, so I'm going to make sure it goes all the way at the very bottom. And then I'm going to kind of just, like, these two are pretty much the same. These ones are cut from the same one with speckles. So I'm just going to kind of mix it up so that the pattern's not two of the same, two of the same, two of the same. Get what I'm talking about. Figure out how to do this again.
Bottom one first.
I need pliers. This nail went, well, it's through a knot. Never mind, no I don't. But that's what it did. Nice little squiggly. So we brought the wrong hinge. We thought it was the right one, but we only just opened it now. And we are realizing it's not quite going to work because it won't allow the doors to actually open up all the way. So we're going to do it a little bit different so that these do work, because it's going to be a while before we get back to town and we just don't want to wait that long. So we're going to have them on the back face, which I think is technically not the way that you do this, but we'll make it work. And we're just going to make sure that we have it in the right direction so the hinge can fully come together, because in one of the sides it doesn't. reach all the way. So we're gonna have it go this way. We're gonna try to have it centered on the seam of these top boards because we only have 2 that we're gonna put on this door. One at the top, one at the bottom. See how that goes. Yeah, we're not gonna pre-drill, so hopefully that's fine. And we're just gonna put this door together before we put in the frame because we want to be absolutely certain that the frame is big enough and not too small because we don't have the best of luck with framing indoors. It's not really our forte. I'll finish putting them in with the screwdriver.
Fingers crossed. Put them in there straight.
Right? So I should just be able to close
All
it
the way
entirely,
closed,
right?
Yeah. Nice.
Oh yeah, I like
Looks
that.
Nice and lined up on
That
this
looks
side.
really nice. It looks lined up on this side too. We've got the door leaning up against our front door. So I have it there to measure the width off of. And then what I'm going to do, this is going to be, I guess, the header board. And then these are going to be the 2 that's determining the width. So I'm just going to screw these together and then we'll tip it up in place. It's probably going to be easiest. That's how we do things around here. Peak perfection.
We're not saying it's perfect. It couldn't be more perfect from us.
Here we go.
Don't they?
It would be impressive if it didn't fit.
Now that we have the main frame up, we want to hang the door, but before we hang the door, we have to get a casement. We want to do the casement out of birch. I have 3 birch boards here. 2 of them, not sure if I'll be able to get the width I need because I do need 4.5 inches. So we're going to start with just squaring off an edge with the skill saw, and then we'll run them down the table saw to get a parallel edge, and then we'll run them through the planer, and hopefully we can end up with 3 boards that are 4.5 inches wide, 1/2 inch thick. So I didn't quite get all of the live edge off of here. So it has just a slight curve here, but that won't affect me running against the table saw with my longer fence. So I'll run this flat edge across my fence for the table saw to get a parallel edge, and then I'll flip it around and I'll probably cut a little bit more off this edge to bring it down to my dimension that I need. Hopefully I can get enough out of the other two birch slabs that I have, but I'll square those up on the one edge and see what we end up with. I have my fence set at 5 inches. I'm going to rip these down and then flip them over, set this to 4.5 inches, and then rip the other side again. I guess that's it for tonight. Not cutting in the dark. So these are our plain boards all ready to go. They are quite wet, being we cut them down this last summer. So we put a bunch of wood glue on the inside to glue it to the 2x4, and then we'll also put a couple brad nails on the edges.
Do we need to push it back further though?
No, it should be center, because this is to account for sheetrock also.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Okay.
So maybe I'll just kind of eyeball it
It
there.
looks about centered to me.
You want to grab your tape measure and measure both sides. Do the best you can, and then give them a couple tacks.
Do you have any idea where the tape measure is? It's not even. I mean, we really just want it to be a 1/2 inch on this side, so I leave that right where it's at. Let me tack it first, I guess. I'd leave it.
Okay. And just put 2 on each side, or 3 even if you want, and do it right close to the edge. Except prefer not to see them.
Well, yeah, get that lined up first up top, and I'll tack that in.
Okay.
Let it go in all. Do you think just one in the center is enough?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure for those longer ones.
It seems to be touching all the way from there on.
Okay. So our first pieces of finish, like trim, basically.
Yeah. Casement, but yeah.
I consider that part of the trim category. I'm excited to get into the windows.
Well, we'll let that dry, and then we'll hang the hardware for the door and get the door hung up, I guess.
Yeah. Inch and 1/8.
And then center it on there.
Okay, look at how far that is.
Yep.
That is a sharp bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's been so long since we've used a sharp tool. That looks really nice.
Next one.
Okay.
Then we gotta do the one on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks really nice.
Good.
I did a good job.
Good job.
Does that need to be punched in all the way?
Tap it in. Okay. Then these two go on the top.
bug. It's a bug. In a rug. Okay. That's like right there.
Good.
Okay, right there then. Doesn't need to be lifted off the ground or anything. It just goes right into the... Okay.
Still want to. Okay, that'll keep it in place. We got to put this board in and the one on the other side, but we forgot to do that earlier, so we'll have to just do that after we get it done. Basically, I just need you to tell me when this gap is even top to bottom.
Top and bottom. Okay.
Right, and I'll move the top accordingly.
It's okay. Alright, you gotta move the top in like probably 1/2 inch. Wait, go back just a little bit. Stop. Back. Oh, no. Okay. Woo! Runaway door. It looks like it's gonna keep.
I think it needs to go a little bit higher yet on this side. Yeah. Bigger gap here.
Oh, I can't tell
It's
that.
touching down here.
Doesn't look like it's touching on the floor.
It's touching right there in that corner.
It doesn't look like it to me. Oh.
Well, that side's a ways up compared to that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got quite a gap.
How do you fix that? That means that needs to go in way more.
Yeah.
So we have to take that screw out.
No, not the screw. Just on the pivot thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Think drill goes good?
No.
That kind of snaps and kind of stays closed. I think that's because of that spring.
That's what the spring does.
Looks good to me. Gotta put a doorknob. Do you put it on this one or this one?
I don't think it matters. It just has to be in the middle. I think a lot of people put them on both just for design. That really messes you up because people are gonna do that.
Yeah, I think you pull it on this one. Pull it out.
Maybe.
Otherwise, on this one you pull it out and then you gotta push. Or this one is just straight pulling. Is it all the way in?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Keep going. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, you want to hold it on there while I tighten this?
that's where we're going to call this video. We have a lot of stuff to pack back into this closet, and then in the morning we will put the blocking on the bottom of the studs to keep them from moving in and out. In the spring we'll be able to get some sheetrock in here, and we will cover the outside and the inside. But until then, this is the way it's going to stay, and in the summer when we can get this place aired out nice and good, we will add this to the list of things to get stained. Not bad.
I really like it.
Good.
Like, I actually really like it.
Good.